Chef Bates, I heard you want to see me cook my hot side dish, and personally, I'm honored. Wow, thank you for this opportunity, sir. Anyways, I'm gonna be making my hot side dish, which is homemade mashed potatoes. Hey, editing Jonah here. I actually decided instead of steamed asparagus, I was gonna do roasted asparagus. So I'm gonna say steamed, but it actually means roasted. So yeah, and steamed asparagus. I can't wait for you to see. Hey, we're in my kitchen now. So what I'm gonna use to make the mashed potatoes is a cutting board, a peeler, and of course, some potatoes. So what we're gonna do first is peel the potatoes. So let's get to it. Now that we have potatoes peeled and our knife honed, we can get right to the cutting. For me personally, it doesn't matter how, I would say, big or small you cut them because they're going into the boiler in a second. So I would say I'm gonna cut them about this size, and then we're gonna go and put them in the boiler. So let's get to it.
Yo.
All right, we have our potatoes cut. Now to put them in the boiler. And I would say fill it up about halfway. It depends how much mashed potatoes you have, but since I don't have that much, I'm gonna fill it about halfway, just like this. Just to make sure there's no other little dirt or peelings on the potatoes, I'm gonna put them right in here. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna lightly rinse them, not too vigorously, but I'm just gonna lightly rinse them off in this bowl with holes. I don't know what it's called, but it's a bowl with holes. Get a bowl with holes, and then rinse it off. Just like that, light and soothing. Now they're ready. Now we're back. We're gonna turn on our stove, put it to medium to high heat, and now we're gonna put our potatoes in the pot. Oh. Okay then. All right. We're gonna let this sit for about 15 to 20 minutes to let the potatoes soften up. All right. I'll see you in 15 to 20 minutes. Dance time. I got you. I got you. You should never, ever leave your food unattended. Ever. Let's get back to it. Now we're gonna bake the asparagus, but we're gonna put this aside because we're gonna mince the garlic. First, we're gonna smash, remove all the skin, remove all the skin from the garlic. See these tail ends? You're gonna want to cut those off. These little tails, taily tails. And you're gonna cut off the tiny bottoms too. Just a little bit, not the whole thing. Then you will continue to mince. Hey Jonah, could you go and check on the mashed potatoes for me? Oh yeah, of course. Keep doing your thing. All right, let's check on this mashed potatoes. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They're doing good, but they still need a little bit more time. All right, back to mashed potatoes. Me, garlic, Jonah. Oh, okay, thanks. I'm glad they're good. Let's continue to mince this. Alright, now the garlic is done. Alright, now that we have our garlic minced, we can work with our asparagus now. Put some ham so it doesn't stick. Spread them out a little bit evenly. Not evenly, but like, just like together like that. Some olive oil. Olive oil? I can't say it right. Just a little bit of olive oil. Put the garlic on. Spread it evenly on the asparagus. Some salt. And some pepper. Now they're ready to be put in the oven. All right, now I think our potatoes are ready. Oh, that's hot. Now we need to strain it. Now I'm gonna put this into the bowl so we can stand mix it. Now it's time to get the asparagus out. Now it's kind of hot, so you might want to be careful. Ooh, just kidding. Always be careful. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we're gonna put it right here and let it cool. We're gonna get to the mashed potatoes now. All right, finally, now it's time to work on the mashed potatoes. We're gonna do it slowly because we don't want to get any flying mashed potatoes everywhere. Like circular motion like this. You can turn it up a bit if you want. Just make sure you get all the sides in, so every last bit of potato gets it. Go ahead and speed it up a bit. Just to note, you are gonna make a little bit of a mess, but you can clean that up afterwards. All right, editing Jonah here. As you just saw, I had the stand mixer too high and the mashed potatoes just started flying everywhere. Moral of the story is, don't have it way too high, it's just gonna fly everywhere. Just make sure it's slow, make sure you really get it, that you gradually turn it up. Another moral of the story is always clean up your mess. Nobody wants a messy kitchen, not even you, because you'll be disorganized. All right, let's get back to it. And I'm sorry you had to see that, but to it. All right, now they're done. Like I said, you're gonna make a mess. So make sure you just clean all that off. All right. Now that we have our mashed potatoes ready, we can add the seasonings. I am gonna add some milk because it's gonna give it a little bit more smoothness and creaminess. I would say about half a cup or less if you prefer. And you need a whisk. There we go. You're just gonna whisk that in a little bit. And see that? It's gonna be very smooth. It should have about that consistency. Oh, big word, consistency. All right, now we're gonna have our butter right here. I would say not everyone has to have butter. Personally, I like to have butter because it gives it some taste and it also adds some smoothness and some texture to the mashed potatoes. But I would say about a teaspoon of butter. I'm just gonna add that. You don't have to add butter. You don't have to. It's just a preference. So as much as butter as you want, you can add that in. You see that thickness and that smoothness? Let me give you a better look. All right, that's better. I'm gonna add a little bit more milk. All right, now I'm gonna add some pepper, some salt, and some garlic salt. You don't have to use garlic salt. I know a lot of people don't like to put garlic on everything, but it's a preference. But I don't use too much. Now it's whisk to combine. Remember, always taste as you go. Needs more salt. All right, now it's ready. All right, now it's time to plate. This plate right here. You guys like it? I love it. We're gonna be putting our asparagus and my mashed potatoes on it. And let's get a spoon. Now we're ready to plate. But first, I'm gonna taste it. That tastes really good. Wow, that's divine. This is amazing. I wish you guys could taste it. And here is the finished product. My roasted asparagus with homemade mashed potatoes as my side dish. Thank you so much for joining me on my cooking show. I hope to do this again, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.